Nerd is the new sexy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Nerd's New Sexy, weekly podcast for all things nerdy. I'm your host, Sunrie, and with me as always, we've got Wyldfyre. Say hello, Wild.
Odele Vato.
What is happening?
Today
It's street for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Laserkid with us here today.
Yo, how crazy people.
Yeah, you guys here on Newgrounds know him, and you might even know him over from the Ultra Publications forums as well. He does a lot of work with Clovis on Chrono Trigger Unglued and all that. Now, normally we would go ahead and introduce him and try to build up his nerd cred, but you know what? I don't think we're going to have to. I don't think we're going to have to with LK here. Because it's pretty much our first topic. As we've been saying with the Nerd's New Sexy, this is your thing for all things nerd. And, well, LK got to nerd out a lot. And we're meanwhile, are kind of jealous here. LK, why don't you go ahead and fill everybody in as to why?
Okay, well, I live in the middle of nowhere in Utah. And there aren't that many conventions, but what we do have is Comic-Con in Salt Lake. It's not the San Diego Comic-Con. They're actually having a fun lawsuit between each other, which is neither here nor there.
Fun.
But one of my favorite anime voice actors, Vic Mignogna, was there. So I got to go there, got to meet him. Brought a DVD of Legend of the Mystical Ninja, the anime series, with me, because that's where I first heard him. I'd show him this thing to have him sign it, and he just freaks out. Like, he's never seen. He's seen it before once, because I know Clovis did the same thing up in OhioCon a few years ago. But he was just like, nobody remembers this thing, and he was just so happy that someone had it. And he went to the point of taking the thing out of the DVD case, the little art piece, signing the back of it, and then drawing an arrow through the side of it to point to the character he voiced.
That's great.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So needless to say, meet. I know I'm freaking jealous, and you have my respect and just a tiny little bit of anger.
I'm so jealous. My butthole is puckered. Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't normally get puckered butthole when he's angry.
Just when I'm jealous.
Yeah, just when he's jealous.
All I can say is that Vic's a really nice guy. I know he goes to a lot of cons, and he's just super friendly.
Yeah, so I mean, if that's not nerdy, guys, I don't know what is. So I really don't think Laserkid needs any more introduction as his nerd cred as to why we got him here.
I think if you're familiar with Comic-Con, then you're definitely got the nerd cred. So I'm jealous because I've never been to one, and I've made that clear, unfortunately. But eventually, I will, and eventually my nerd boner will definitely be like, oh. So there.
I got to go to the actual Comic-Con back when I lived in Southern California in 2002. They are different.
Yeah, they're very different. Yeah, the last one I went to was 2004.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Nope. Fuck both y'all.
Yeah, the rarest thing I own, I got at that 2002 Comic-Con. I have a cold cast statue of He-Man and the Masters Universe He-Man.
Oh,
God,
I'm jealous.
Made by the Four Horsemen, and it's 1 of 500.
Lovely.
Yeah, you are a bastard. Yeah, you know what? This will be the easiest way to segue into this. We're not sponsored at all, but I've got this really badass new thing, and Wild wanted me to talk about it real quick. Hold on.
Let me bring you into this. Yeah. Nerd tech. Okay.
Nerd tech.
Go ahead.
So okay. I don't know how everybody else is pronouncing them. It's XIM4 or even Zim4. That's how I've been saying it. Now, what this thing lets me do is anything that I use on the PlayStation 4, I can now use my mouse and keyboard for. I've been using it for first-person shooters for about a week now. It runs about $129.99 off of the XIM4.com website. You can also get it off Amazon, but you can get it with 2-day shipping off of their site for like $4 cheaper than what you would pay over at Amazon. If you like first-person shooters and you're kind of pissed off with the thumbsticks and everything like that, I would highly suggest it. They've got a lot of support. You can use it on your PlayStation 4, your PS3, your Xbox 360, and even your Xbox One. It's a great product, and the guys are extremely helpful over on the forums there too. So real good guys, yeah.
So out of 1 out of 10 nerd boners, what would you give it?
I would definitely give it 10 nerd boners.
So it deserves 10 nerd boners. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That is a very high rating here from us at the nerd area.
Yeah, I mean it connects right to my cell phone, and if you've got a Bluetooth computer, it'll hook up to that, and you can make changes on the fly, and it's instantly in the game. It is pretty sweet. I've been using it on Far Cry, not multiplayer, but I have been using multiplayer for Battlefield, and it's funny because now that I've got this, it is a lot easier to see who actually is cheating and who's lag switching like crazy, being this much more accurate and smooth.
What you don't know is it actually integrated into Sunrie, and he is now assimilated. And resistance is futile.
Oh yeah, I plug my dick in one of the USB ports to piss.
That would be an interesting invention.
It's called having sex with your PS4.
Yeah, I jack on a lot.
So if you were to get your PS4 pregnant, would it produce a PSP?
God, I hope not.
Maybe it'd be a Vita.
It'd be a Vita.
If it came out of Vita, okay, now I'm Italian, not Hispanic, so if it came out of Vita, we'd have a conversation.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So okay, that was a good nerd review on the Zim 4, I believe it was called, right?
Yep, yeah, it's xim4.com. Read all about it. They got a bunch of videos on there. It's pretty damn sweet.
Yeah, sounds like a good thing for PC gamers that have consoles.
10 nerd boners, guys, so it must be pretty good. If you guys have if you're interested in something you want us to review, we may not have heard of it or whatever, we'll look into it and we'll give you a review on it. Till then, we'll also review stuff that we have and we need, need, and we'll go from there. Now we'll continue on with a segment. Good job, Sunrie. For our first topic.
Thank you, Daddy.
Our first topic of today is what, Sunrie?
I think we're going to start off because our friend LK here is somewhat of an expert on this. We're going to start off with Mega Man.
Oh, boy.
Best music in any game genre.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mega Man music is amongst the best I've ever heard.
8-bit rock core.
Oh, yeah. When you're talking about the 8-bit Mega Mans, I can't think of anything that beats it except for DuckTales.
Oh, DuckTales was good.
Yeah, DuckTales was pretty awesome, but that everyone instantly knows what that is.
Oh yes,
it's like saying it's like listening to a Castlevania song. You're like, oh, I know that song.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, and for me, because I grew up with these games, it just takes me back.
Oh, of course, there's nostalgia. I recently downloaded I think the first 3 for my 3DS. And I just
that's right.
And I'll play it and just nerd out on it.
Yeah, I've got all 6 on my 3DS, and I'm very happy about that.
Oh yeah, I was so excited to see that they were on there.
On the PS2, I got the Mega Man. Or was it the PS2 or PS2? Yeah, PS2. Yeah, I got the Mega Man X collection, and
yes,
that was badass.
I got the X collection for the GameCube.
That's okay. We don't hate you for that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, the controller doesn't really. I have the games elsewhere, so it's not killing me, but I wish I could have found the PS2 version when it was new.
So let's start.
Just like Mega Man X8, I found the last copy in the store right before Christmas, and I bought it, and I actually felt a slight bit of happiness knowing that I may have ruined some child's Christmas morning.
So
Sunrie's heart shrank 2 sizes that day.
Let's start with the first Mega Man's storyline as far as on the NES. We'll go from there, and I'll let OK explain this because that's way too long. I can't even remember. You know what I did with Mega Man? Pew pew pew, die bitches, pew pew pew. That was Mega Man for me as a kid. So
oh yeah, for me as a kid too. But the problem is I started with Mega Man 3, which was actually relatively story heavy.
Oh yeah, see, I started with Mega Man 2.
Yes.
I did one.
Mega Man 1 and 2 are fairly simple stories.
With that crappy freaking that you guys remember the title, not the title, but the picture on the game,
yeah.
For Mega Man 1, it was actually a dude with a gun.
A dude holding a blaze.
I have the cartridge.
Blaster.
I don't have to remember. I can just walk around my room.
Yes. Oh God, I'm like, this is completely wrong. When I looked at it, when I played the game,
yeah, I love how Capcom decided to say fuck you, Mega Man fans, and put him in Street Fighter versus Tekken.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I thought that was pretty damn funny. Though.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Except for they did it at the same time they canceled a bunch of titles.
Yeah,
that's true.
So give us a basic storyline for the first Nintendo era Mega Man.
The classic series, which is my favorite Mega Man series.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Man 1, you just have Dr. Light and Dr. Wily are 2 scientists that have been working together for who knows how long. It depends on your continuity because there's various adaptations. Yeah. But
yes, there are.
Don't even get me started on that.
We're going to.
Oh, boy! So from there, they create robots They have a prototype that something goes wrong with and disappears. They don't really know what happened to him. But then they start building 8 more of them.
Yes.
They build Rock, who is a lab assistant. Roll, who's basically the janitor.
Yep.
And then they build 6 robots that are designed to do various things. And they actually have, in the ending of Mega Man 3, tell you what they're supposed to do, but I don't remember that off the top of my head. But you have Bomb Man, which I believe is supposed to be used for
demolitions.
Yeah, demolitions and mining.
Guts Man, who is a construction robot, actually.
I remember that. Guts Man was one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, Guts Man's awesome. Cut Man, who is actually supposed to be for harvesting trees.
Oh, he was in charge of haircuts and...
Cut Man is the ultimate barber. Then
you want the Patrick Swayze?
Iceman, who is supposed to be Arctic exploration. I'm not joking.
I believe it.
Yeah, because nothing works in the cold in animals and people adapted to the cold like shooting an ice beam in that cold environment.
You know, he's wearing an Eskimo suit, so he's got to be nice and snug in the...
That's true.
He's a robot! Why give him an Eskimo suit? Why give him clothes at all? He's like, got a little penis?
Well, we already have a male and female robot. We obviously don't have any... Yeah.
I guess it's just their, I guess it's just,
Well, people want something they can relate to, and that was...
I know.
That's true. That was their token semi-Asian character.
Yeah.
When we get to random adaptations, we get to Archie. That's going to get fun.
Yeah.
I have every issue of the Archie Mega Man series.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, so also Fireman, who was actually supposed to be waste disposal.
He was just a pyro.
Pretty much, yeah.
Doctor.
And Leckman, who was actually supposed to be assisting with power generation.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, I actually remembered them. That's actually kind of surprising.
He was like not so nuclear core.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually fun thing about that. The only one character in the Mega Man series that has a nuclear core, spoiler alert, because we already mentioned him briefly, is Proto Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the rest of them are actually running on solar energy.
So they're like,
oh.
We're gonna make this first guy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a nuclear core in his. He's gonna run off nuclear. This bitch is nuclear. Okay, I'm gonna put this in there. Oh, where'd he go? I don't know what happened. Oh, Proto Man, come back! I don't know what happened to you. Oh, fuck.
Wiley, this is bad. We never taught him to cross the street and watch out for cars.
Well, the good news is they didn't start him off with it. That's actually Dr. Wily's doing when he, quote, fixed him later.
Oh, okay.
But think about this. They're like, oh, where did the nuke go? I don't know where the nuke went.
I don't know where the nuke went. It just kind of walked off. The nuke walked off. You, sir, are fired.
This is a great idea. Like, we're like, especially Dr. Light. I'm a peaceful guy, a peaceful doctor in the future. What am I going to do? I'm going to put a nuclear fucking bomb in this guy.
I got to say this about Dr. Light. I do believe he's a good guy. I also think he lacks common sense.
He's like Zordon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, because Dr. Wily decides, screw this shit, I'm going to take these 6 robots, reprogram them, and to take over the world!
Yep.
Why? Because reasons.
Because
he's got 6 robots that shoot fire, ice, scissors.
Yep.
Can pick up boulders. One of them just randomly generates bombs. I'm guessing through an integrated system like on the Star Trek.
He shits them out.
Yeah, he shits out bombs.
I do like the way Archie touched on this, and we'll get to that. But in the game, why? Because he's the bad guy. That's why. Screw you.
And it's German.
I want to say, and this is how
he is also very German. Dr. Riley is German. Yes. Dr. Albert Wiley.
When I first played the game, I always thought it was like Dr. Wily was jealous of Dr. Light.
I thought something like that too.
Yeah,
because
me too.
Why the heck else would it? Doesn't make sense. The game doesn't give you any real.
They don't give you it. It's just like Dr.
Wiley did this.
Hates Dr. Light.
Yeah, and I
that's
actually
if you
think
read the manual.
And I actually think that was the premise for the 80s cartoon or early 90s or late 80s.
Mid 90s. It was
mid 90s cartoon.
You talking about we're like
the Ruby Spears cartoon.
Yeah, we're like he had that really high pitched voice.
Oh no! You're thinking of the Mega Man 8 anime intro. We're talking
that's okay.
No, yeah,
the
I'm
one
talking
that made him look like
an actual
He-Man.
cartoon. Yeah,
because they gave him extra muscles. I actually have an action figure from that line.
Jesus.
Anyway,
yeah. Cutman even had this real annoying voice, and the very first episode,
I'm
I
going
shit
to
you
get
not.
you, Mega Man.
Yeah, he touches his arm and he literally goes, "Oh, he stole my weapon!"
God damn it.
True fact. This is true.
So, okay,
So,
continue.
Rock gets upset because, his brothers are going around blowing shit up.
Yeah.
He gets really upset about this, and Dr. Light helps convert him into Mega Man, a warrior robot who's able to take the powers of his brothers, which, at least in Mega Man 1, makes sense because the guy who made those robots made Mega Man.
Yeah.
Right.
So, at least in Mega Man 1, we can say, why can he take their powers? Because you know how they work.
Yes.
You know how to access them. So, sure, you could put that functionality in there, and it is a post-upgrade. It's not like Rock was built that way to start with.
Yeah.
Right. He had expansion slots for RAM.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, we gave him some RAM expansions.
There was a lot of ramming going on.
Yeah.
So Rock then goes on as Mega Man and basically beats Dr. Wily. There's nothing really else to it.
Yeah. But he didn't kill him, obviously.
No, Dr. Wily got away.
Yeah, he
Well,
always gets away. That little fucking thing.
Yep.
Oh,
Damn thing. He gets away. A few years later, Dr. Wily wants revenge. Amazingly enough, if there is a separate game called Dr. Wily's Revenge.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So Dr. Wily wants revenge, and he's come back with 8 robots, but this time, he built them himself.
I'm back with 6 robots plus 2!
Plus 2! Oh, no. Here's the thing, though. This is me theory time. The game doesn't say this, but this is my theory. I think Dr. Wily is a lazy motherfucker, and he just took the basic designs that he and Light had and just kind of did the equivalent of a ROM hack.
Yeah.
I mean, God's sake, it doesn't take much to think Fireman to Heat Man.
Yeah. Okay. And true. And this is around the time because you can definitely tell he wasn't very creative because he came up with Woodman.
He did come up with Woodman of all things.
This damn ficus is dying.
I'm gonna
give it new life.
I'm gonna
shoot leaves at you because that's effective.
I'm gonna ask in order, for all the pervs out there. Did he have a boner?
Woodman?
Yeah.
No. You know what? He was built more like the fat comic book guy from.
Yeah.
Woodman's kind of a doofus.
Yeah, but you know what? He was like the first one you fought in that game. Like that was the first easy boss to beat, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I actually usually went for Metal Man first and then used the Metal Blade on Woodman.
Oh, okay.
It made it even faster.
Which that's another beautiful thing about Mega Man is like if you beat one,
being able to take a stage on any order, whenever you pick one, you can try them all, find one that you're good at, and any one that you beat has one that it can be used on.
Yeah.
There's always a sequence.
There's
and
a
you can
weakness.
jump in at any point.
Except
it
for
loops around.
I think Mega Man, was it 5 or 6, had that really fucked up one though?
5 and I know 5 and 6 very well, but I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Okay, one of them had, it was like one guy beat another guy, then another guy beat, kind of the same type of thing. But at some point, it loops back in on itself, and these other robots didn't have weaknesses from these other ones, but this one had the weaknesses from it was like really weird. And I think it was bad programming is what it was.
I don't remember
They
that,
fixed
but
it on the re-release.
I can tell you this: with Mega Man 5, I buster kill everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That may have been it.
Which, by the way, I'm actually thinking about buying the Buster off of.
Oh God! If I had the money, I would have it.
Off of ThinkGeek, it's there. It's $75. It's just.
I love that you can just do the little pot shots with the thing, or you can just charge the thing up.
Yeah,
Yep.
which is great. So.
That is just awesome.
So we have the basic idea of the first, Mega Man series down. So give us where the story gets big, like really bad, and they're not bad, but really intense in 3.
3 is where things, because 2 basically Wily gets revenge, you beat Wily again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh noes. 3 gets interesting. Wily has decided to turn over a new leaf and get back to being a good guy again.
Oh yes, that's right.
And he wants to help Dr. Light build a peace robot. Why a peace robot needs to be a gigantic, huge, tall robot, I don't know. But then again, peace through strength, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're building a peace robot named Gamma. Also, Dr. Light has built a new robot assistant for Mega Man, a dog named Rush, who I absolutely adore.
Oh, Rush is awesome.
Rush is awesome. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Rush is like the cutest thing ever. And the problem is, in order to complete the peace robots. Yes, I think that's very silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need elements from various space colonies around. Problem: those space colonies have robots running amok. So it's off to Mega Man to go beat the new robot masters, who are apparently just doing it because no reason.
We have
They're on
no
strike.
builder. That's why they're mad. They don't
Yeah,
know
they're
who
on
their
strike.
daddy is. They're
Who's
mad.
my daddy?
We're bastard robots. Fuck you. We're destroying everything.
Well, it wasn't so much they were destroying. It's just if you went there to try and get an energy crystal, because they're mines,
Yeah.
they will kill you. You are not... Basically, you could consider them like maybe sentries of the bases that have gone rogue.
Yeah, because that's reasonable.
Must protect the precious.
Well, if you own a mine and it's got very high valuable stuff, you don't want just anyone taking that shit.
Robots, they don't own shit. They're fucking.
No. I'm not saying that the robots own the shit. The owners built the robots to protect their investments.
Yeah.
I see. My mistake. Okay. So continue. I want to hear more about that. It's been so long since I played it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mega Man goes off to fight the new robot masters. Among my personal favorite robot master of all time, Snake Man.
Oh yeah, Snake Man.
Not to brag or anything, but I posted a YouTube video where I buster killed the bastard. Because that's how I play it. And apparently other people had trouble. I'm like, how do you have trouble? This is like my favorite easy boss ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, people. LK busted Snake Man in the ass.
I did, it's true. So, fun thing about Mega Man 3, though, in some of the levels, about halfway through, you run across a red robot who starts shooting at you. And who the hell is this guy?
And he has a very particular theme song.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Amazing tune.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing tune. It got a nice whistle sound to
Yep.
it. So, you fend him off. You don't kill him, he goes away. Until you go to Gemini Man stage. Then he comes down as if he's going to fight you, and then he just kind of just fucking leaves.
Yeah.
This is just a job, and I don't even need this shit. I'm out.
Maybe
I
that's
didn't sign up for this! I didn't sign up for this at all!
the problem with programming. Indecisiveness.
Yeah.
Well, that's the fun thing about these robots when we get to the X series. These robots appear to have free will, but they don't really have
No.
free will.
They're just fooled into thinking they do.
Basically, the explanation as I understand it,
Yeah.
these robots have freedom between select choices.
Aha.
So they can they have autonomy, but they don't have free will.
You
if that
can
makes
either
sense.
die or do the job that I've give you.
Well, no, so let's use Mega Man, for example.
Yeah.
Mega Man does not need to be directly controlled in order to go do his job.
Yeah.
He will go and fight the robots and make snap decisions on his own based on his programming. Basically, you guys have all seen RoboCop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
He's got
Robocop.
basically a list of directives. I have to do these. How you do that? As long as you follow all of them, you're good.
I like to see Mega Man versus RoboCop.
That would
would be
actually
pretty
be
sweet.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, go back to the story of 3. We're skipping ahead to
Yes.
X.
That prelude information.
Yes.
Yeah.
So eventually you get all the crystals, and then you go back to the lab, which has been ransacked, and Dr. Wily ran off with Gamma.
Yeah. Because Wily
Surprise!
really isn't good at all. Wily.
Surprise! I'm sure you're all very surprised to hear this.
Well, I mean,
Wait
as
a minute.
kid,
The
maybe.
German bad guy from the previous games is still the bad guy.
I know,
You're
right?
the nerd.
Oh my god!
Nerd.
So yeah, you got to go fend off Dr. Wily and stop him from using the Peace Robot of Doom from killing him or taking over.
The
You're-
Peace Robot of Doom.
Well, that's my way for
No,
this
that's-
thing's huge.
That works.
Yeah.
It's absolutely massive.
That's like saying the giant stiff cock of virginity.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what it's like. So eventually you go fight Dr. Wily, and you take that thing out. And then the place starts crumbling, and things start falling on you. They
Yep.
fall on Dr. Wily, they fall on you.
Yep.
Mysterious figure appears and rescues you. Tries to rescue Dr. Wily, but he's already gone.
Gone or dead.
Oh, gone. He's gonna be
But he
Yeah.
disappeared.
Yeah. Bling.
So after that,
Always have an escape plan.
Yep.
you end up back at Dr. Light's lab, and you find out, the person that rescued you must have been Proto Man, your brother. Because, that's the flute and that music. Oh, my god.
Oh my god, the music.
So,
It's amazing we haven't been able to find him. We basically programmed him with his own bell.
Exactly. So, the Proto Man's music is amazing. I will say this. It's such a. I've heard different variations of it, like mixes but you can't beat the original. It's the
original is really, really good. I do like the mix they did for the arcade game.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time you hear that whistle when you drop in on the game, stuff like that, it's like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on? What is this?
Yeah.
The best iteration is that during that ending credits of 3, they let it go on, and oh man, it's beautiful.
You hear the whole thing. Yep.
Now, wasn't Proto Man's name originally Blues?
In Japan.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Because everything in Japan
is rock.
And the names are slightly different. Rockman instead of Mega Man. Being the joke, rock and roll, get it? Ha ha. We kind of kept that because, rock, but,
And Rush is actually named after the band Rush in relation to rock.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, it's a musical theme in Japanese.
Yep.
Which I kind of like. They should have. I'm not going to say they should have stuck with it, but it was a very interesting way of doing it. Maybe they think like, those Americans, they will not get this. They're too stupid.
I can't speak for Proto Man, but I can speak for why we didn't get the name Rockman.
Why is that?
Because someone already owned the trademark out here. It's the name of a musical amp.
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense. Can't
Trademarks! Ermagerd!
Can't call a game Rockman if there's already
Yeah. Wouldn't want to confuse an NES cartridge with a fucking amp.
U.S. copyright is a whole other discussion.
So was it 3 that Mega Man? Well, I'm not going to get ahead, but something happened to Mega Man.
No, that wasn't the first one. Okay, now what game was it in the very beginning? I want to say, oh god, it must have been 4 or 5. That if you watch the attract mode, it actually kind of suggested that at least on the American cartridge, that Rock was a human that became a cyborg.
The beginning of 4 shows Rock turning into Mega Man, and if you don't know that Rock is a robot, and because he does look human, you get that impression, and I did.
Yeah,
a lot of us did. A lot of us.
Yeah, because isn't that the one with like Pharaoh Man or Speed Man or something? Yes, Pharaoh Man. Yeah.
Pharaoh Man, Skull Man, Dive Man, Ring Man, Toad Man, and Dr. Cossack.
Well, what I'm saying is, didn't Mega Man die at one point, or almost die, or something like that? Like something fell on him and he's like,
No. Zero. That was Zero. Zero was the one.
I know Zero died.
Well, no, he did. Well, I guess he actually did.
There have been hints in the X series that maybe something happened to Mega Man, but it's very vague.
Oh, okay. Well, for some reason I remember one of the endings. Something. Maybe I'm thinking of 3 then. Okay. So
yeah, a block does fall on him at the end of 3, but he gets rescued by Proto Man.
Oh, okay. So number 4. What's the basic story to that?
A new evil scientist named Dr. Cossack. We've gone from German to Russia. We've gone to the Cold War, everyone.
Yeah. Because everyone hates Germans and Russians at this time, especially the Japanese for some reason.
Oh God. So we have a new Russian Dr. Cossack who's going to take over the world, and he's expressed an actual he actually wrote them a challenge letter saying, "I challenge you, Mega Man."
I remember that.
Yeah, because you said try to beat. Yeah, my robots are better. Try to beat mine.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
I mean, honestly, why he couldn't have just set up a robot fighting league at that point and said, "Look how good mine is," instead of saying, "You know what?
Get to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill a whole bunch of people."
So yeah. Tell us more about this. Give us a brief overview.
So after you defeat all the robots, you get to the point where you're fighting Dr. Cossack, because screw all the rest of that's not really important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You defeat Dr. Cossack, and then his daughter shows up and begs you not to hurt him more. Why does his daughter show up? Oh, because Proto Man just rescued her from Dr. Wily, who's holding her hostage to basically blackmail Cossack into doing all of this.
Don't hurt my daddy, it's Wily's fault.
And I'm not joking, on the NES cartridge, the dialogue goes, "Oh, Kalinka," from Dr. Cossack. You can read that any way you want, I don't know.
Oh.
But that is his daughter's name, is Kalinka. So then you go on and you go kick Dr. Wily's ass. Mega Man 5, one of my personal favorites that nobody plays. I don't know why. Granted, I love it so much because it was one of the ones I had as a kid. I had 3, 5, and 6 as a kid. I later got 1, 2, and 4, but 3, 5, and 6 are the ones I know the best.
You later completed the series.
Oh, I
And
would be
then
here all
some.
day.
Yeah.
I had an obsessive phase where if it had Mega Man's name on it, I bought it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of bad Mega Man games.
Oh yeah.
Yes, especially on the spin-offs. The classic series is mostly solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a Star Force or Star or something or.
We'll get.
Yeah, and we'll get to the.
I've never played those. Thank God.
Well,
I have.
I know what they are though.
Well, there's the one. There's one that they like for the Game Boy that came out where he was like.
The EX or whatever.
Yeah, where he was
Yeah,
like.
that's Battle Network. Star
Yeah,
Force.
Battle
No.
Network.
Star Force is to Battle Network what X is to Mega Man.
Because Battle
Yeah.
Network was actually kind of interesting.
I like the first couple of Battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mega Man 5. Topic? What topic? I don't know what you're talking about. So Mega Man 5, Dr. Light has been kidnapped by Proto Man? Exclamation mark, question mark, according to the NES cartridge.
Proto Man?
Yeah.
So you gotta go fight Proto Man's Robot Masters. And you do. And then you go fight Proto Man, but then it turns out Proto Man goes and saves you against Proto Man. What the heck? Oh yeah, that Proto Man's actually a robot called Dark Man, created by Dr. Wily to get revenge on Proto Man for betraying him in Mega Man 4.
After receiving his quote unquote upgrade, right?
Yeah, he got his upgrade before Mega Man 3 started.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because
I thought it was.
basically
I thought it was
at
around
the beginning
then.
of Mega Man
That's
3, he finds a broken down Proto Man, Dr. Wily does, and puts that nuclear thing in, which gets to be a problem later, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you beat Dark Man, you beat Dr. Wily. When I said they had plots, that doesn't mean they had like novel plots. They
Yeah.
just have plots.
It's just like this
Like,
happened, guys.
This happened.
Believe us,
So-
it happened.
And then you beat Dr. Wily, and Proto Man helps you save Dr. Light, because the lab's exploding, and Mega Man can't hold the ceiling up by himself as it's falling down, but Proto Man helps him until Dr. Light gets out.
Maybe that's
Because
one.
Proto Man's a stand-up guy like that.
Yeah. They're
Mega Man
brothers.
6. Mega Man 6, the World Tournament of Robots. Yes, really, this happened.
Yep.
Held by the mysterious Mixter X, which is just really Dr. Wily wearing a beard
Yeah.
and sunglasses.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I can be cool too.
It worked for Superman.
So yeah, you go through that. You beat them all. You beat Mr. X, because Mr. X is like, I'm going to conquer the world, ha ha ha. I was behind Dr. Wily all along, ha ha. No, I'm actually Dr. Wily, screw you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I knew he should have kept the beard and got rid of the mustache.
So you beat Mr. X, and basically Dr. Wily just takes the beard off and flies away laughing at you, so you have to chase him down and go beat him again.
He's like, oh, you beat Mr.
You
X.
beat me, but you didn't beat me, you just beat my beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My beard is tattered. I must take it off now.
So then you go meet Dr. Wily. This time he isn't able to get away, and you throw his ass in jail.
Oh, that's about time.
Yeah.
Because he kept getting away, and eventually they're like, no, you got him.
Oh, thank
Could you
God.
imagine Wiley's like response? I have to go to jail.
Oh god, I should show you a picture sometime, because
Oh.
they actually like have a faux newspaper of it, and it's just hilarious.
Oh.
Which they then use in Mega Man 7, which is not on the NES, but on the Super Nintendo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next gen at the time.
For me, this is probably amongst my favorite Mega Man games of all time. For some reason, the internet hates it. I don't know why.
Because
I think it was because it was it was the original, but it was upgraded
Yeah.
and it had some elements from X on it, like the wall slide and stuff like
well,
that.
it took away a lot of the nostalgia from the old game.
Yeah.
So
It's not 8-bit, so it doesn't have the look. It doesn't play like X. Not at all.
No,
It
it definitely
plays
does
like-
play like X.
It plays like a classic Mega Man game, just the sprites are bigger
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
more detailed. What I love about Mega Man 7, just before we get into the plot, is there are secrets freaking everywhere. You can do this all day long.
Yeah.
So, from there, the game starts with, you threw Dr. Wily in jail. He's in jail. Haha. Also, a comic strip from a comic called Cutman 2, apparently. Done in the style of the Mega Man 2 logo.
Nice.
And yes, I'm looking at the pictures as I'm talking because yay, Google Images.
Yay, Google Images.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah, from there, there's an attack happening on the jail that Dr. Wily's in 6 months after he was arrested.
Big surprise.
Dr. Wily knew he would, according to the opening, he always knew that he could he could fail sometime. He built a fail-safe and had robots built that would basically auto-activate to go rescue him if they didn't hear from him within 6 months.
Robot 18, go get him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they don't hear from him in 6 months. They go out, blow up the jail, and rescue him. And he goes off. But before you can go after him, you are confronted by another robot named Bass. It is not Bass. It is Bass.
It is Bass.
It is Bass.
Musical terms, people.
Yeah, his dog's name is Trouble. They would not name him Bass and Trouble.
Bass and Trouble.
Now, in fairness, in the Japanese version, it is actually Gospel and Fort. I know what Gospel is. I don't really know what Fort is in a musical sense, but...
You know what? I'm racking my brain for that. I'm a little sad that I don't know, but yeah. Fort.
Yes, Fort is Bass. I gotta comment on myself now. Yay!
Yeah.
But yes, you get confronted by Bass, and he wants to basically challenge you. You have one of the cool things because Super Nintendo, you can do more shit.
Yeah, much more memory.
You either win or you lose, and you don't die if you lose.
Yep.
Either way, you find out he has been, quote, fighting Dr. Wily while you were away. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but that's what he says.
Well, Mega Man has to take a vacation. You know, he went to like, you know, whatever robot beach, and you know, maybe got robot laid.
Wily was in jail. Then Wily's jail blows up, and then you immediately rush there, and then Bass was fighting while you were away for what, like the 10 minutes?
Well, see, what I took that to mean was like. You went after him, but you didn't find out where he was for a while. But Bass was in the area, and so he's been going after him. That's how I took it.
Maybe a couple of hours at most.
Yeah.
But limited space cartridge. The dialogue's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Lots of English.
But I see you don't need me around because you beat him, and I see that you're useless, so I need to keep going at it because, haha.
Reasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to keep going for no reason.
So, how does this one end?
So, you go for quite a ways, and then one of the later stages, there's actually an interior plot. It's fun. In one of the later stages, you find Bass again. He's severely damaged. And in a Super Nintendo cartridge, he says, "Damn, it's amazing, guys."
And the word "damn" in Super Nintendo is amazing.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, when we got actual fatalities on Mortal Kombat 2, we all went ape shit.
Yeah, like...
Here's the funny part. On the Super Nintendo, it says "damn." On the Anniversary Collection for the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube, they censor it to "darn."
Yep.
Why? I don't know. Thankfully, the Wii U Virtual Console release of Mega Man 7 has it uncut.
Because if I'm dying, I'm not going to cuss. I'm just going to be like, "Darn, guys.
Darn, I'm damaged
I'm
and
bleeding
dying."
out.
So Mega Man says, "It's cool, go to Dr. Light, he'll fix you up." And then you go on your merry way and beat all the rest of the robots. You go back to your lab, it's been destroyed. Oh yeah, by the way, Bass is actually a creation of Dr. Wily!
Big surprise.
And he stole the new enhancement that were meant for you and Rush. So now he's not only evil, betray you, he's also now more powerful than you.
Dun dun dun!
So of course you go chasing after Dr. Wily and Bass. Of course you win, you save the day. And the base starts to blow up on Dr. Wily, and it collapses on him. Oh, by the way, this is like the hardest Dr. Wily fight ever.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about this one.
So, you got, like, beams and shit on top of Dr. Wily. And Mega Man... actually, before that, I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. Before that, Mega Man is, after he beats him, is like, you know, I've stopped you so many times, it may not be right for me to leave you alive. And so he starts charging his buster at him. Now... I should clarify, the translation does have an issue here. Because in the translation, Dr. Wily reminds him of the laws of robotics, so a robot cannot harm a human.
Yeah.
And in the US version, he says, "I am not a robot!"
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
In Japanese, doesn't even need translation. In Japanese, the response to that is ... as in, oh crap, I don't know. I want to kill you because you're gonna hurt more people, but... You have a point, goddammit, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the beams fall on him. Bass saves Dr. Wily and taunts Mega Man, and the end with the most badass ending to a Mega Man game ever.
Oh.
Mega Man walking away from Skull Castle as it's engulfed in flames.
Yeah, I do remember that one.
Oh
I
my
never
gosh,
beat
I
it,
love
but
that
yeah.
game. I have beaten it several times, and I just love that ending.
Well, that's back when we I'd rent games and I'd be like, oh yeah, and if I couldn't beat it, I was like, fuck, by the time you had to send it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky in that I rented the heck out of Mega Man 7. I didn't have it for the longest time. I kept asking for it, and my dad, being a smart person, because by the time I had enough money to buy it, and I couldn't find it anymore, so I just started asking for it.
Yeah.
My dad, being a smart person, contacted Capcom directly and bought it for them for Christmas one year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I got a copy. I still have the box. I still have the manual, and I freaking love this game. It is just a wonderful, fun title. Mega Man 8, I'm going to go through quickly because A, I don't like it, and B,
Well, isn't what 8 the last one in that, or is
I think it was the last
it's the
official
last
console, and then it started getting then they did 9 and 10 as a special thing.
Yeah,
through
9 and 10
virtual
were done
download.
elsewhere, but there are other games though.
Yeah.
Even when we get through 9 and 10, there's a little bit more. So yeah, Mega Man 8. Mega Man and Bass are fighting because why not?
Yeah.
Anime cutscene. Hi, I'm Mega Man.
No, that's where you got the voice.
Oh,
that was the
God,
voice.
that's right.
Yes!
That freaking high pitched. Isn't that the one about the dark energy?
Yes, this is exactly what I have.
Yes.
So he became Mega Neutered Man.
He
And then
sounded like a
Mega
mixture.
Man, I am your creator.
Bad
Yeah.
voice acting. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the robot that he's talking to was like, and why do they have the dark energy? Well, what's with the dark energy?
Yeah.
Say it.
I'm here to stop
In
him.
fact, I think I was at your
Out in
house,
space,
Sunrise, when we
an
first played
ultimate
that.
evil creature and an ultimate light, basically ultimate dark and ultimate light creature start clashing at each other, and the dark one basically ends up crashing on Earth. Light one chases after him. The light one, of course, is Duo, who is the cosmic enforcer of goodness or something. So Wily finds this stuff and says, "Holy crap! I can make super powerful robots with this," and he does.
Yeah, that's like finding uranium and going, I'm gonna make something with this, or like,
Yes.
or plutonium.
I should note, based on the connotations, he's basically messing around with demonic energy.
Yeah.
You fight. You meet
Satanium.
Duo.
Yeah.
Titanium alloy.
Titanium alloy.
You go through, you fight, you win because it's a video game.
Yeah.
Um,
Or you lose
and-
and quit because you're pissed.
or you lose and quit because Jump Slide's gonna murder you, and I hate that thing.
Yeah.
This is the only classic Mega Man game, well, besides Mega Man and Bass, that I can't beat.
I don't think I've ever beaten that one.
Yeah.
I
I've
bet-
gotten to Wily,
Yeah.
Wily levels, and then Jump Slide destroys me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if it doesn't, then the boss, you have to use the rock ball against. Just screw that boss.
Yeah. And honestly, this is where I think the game started getting pretty hard again. If you look at 9 and 10, it's you guys thought Mega Man was too easy? Here you go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Well, 9 and 10, I can beat 9 and 10. Not even difficult to me.
Yeah.
8 is bad. And when we get to Mega Man Bass after this, that game, screw that game.
Well, we'll speed it up here. What's the basic premise of the ending of this one, if we haven't gone over it, and the other two?
Basically, 8, after the end, Mega Man gets infected by the dark energy after he defeats Wily, but he's saved by Duo at the end.
Yay!
Yeah.
Mega Man and Bass. Dr. Wily built a robot named King to basically be a distraction while he built up super forces. King's trying to create a kingdom for all robots, and he's basically doing the whole Maverick thing a little early.
Yeah. Well, why doesn't that?
Yeah.
Why is it? That doesn't sound so bad. Like King has the right idea.
Well, no, King's fun. The idea behind King is not bad. The problem is that he was violent.
Yeah. Everyone must die because I'm making this kingdom.
Yes, that's where it got a little far. Thankfully, King was actually rebuilt after he was destroyed, minus some of the bad program from Wily, and he went off and been happy times.
Yeah.
Yep.
He later
That's
became
Mega Man and
Elvis
Bass.
Presley.
And yes, Bass and Mega Man both end up fighting King because Bass actually was also being tricked by Dr. Wily, who didn't trust him.
Yeah.
And he was working on the King before the end of it. After you defeat him, Bass talks to Dr. Wily, and Dr. Wily was working on King Mark II because he's like, screw this shit, and Proto Man blows it up. Because Proto Man's a badass.
I'm gonna make the Death Star again.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
Now,
To get some more with this stuff. There's a reason I bring this up. a few games. So we're skipping 9 and 10. We're going to come back to them in a minute.
Yep.
We're going to the arcade games now.
All right.
The power battles, isn't it?
Yeah, Power Battles and Power Fighters.
It was so much fun.
Oh yeah, they're fun games. Really wish there was a proper release of them. I know they're in the anniversary collection, but that's not a real release.
Yeah.
No.
Japan got a re-release on PS2, but we didn't get that because we had the anniversary collection. We don't need that shit.
We're dirty Americans.
We're dirty Americans. Screw you.
Hey, look, at least we didn't get that horrible kart racing game.
We got that on the X collection.
Yeah.
Bonus! Wow, I am just all over the place. So, Mega Man 9... Oh, wait, no. I skipped ahead and then I was ready to skip back. I'm
You did 8, and then I think you just told us a little bit about 9.
I went through Mega Man and Base very quickly.
Yeah.
Which is...
And then I jumped to the arcade games because we find out at the end of one of them that Dr. Wily's building his new ultimate weapon. And you see the blueprints of Zero.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Which is actually really important because this is around the time because the games I can't speak for 10, but I remember after 8 release and stuff like that because when you really pay attention to the X series, at some point Wily or not Wily but
Dr. Light.
Dr. Light created a new robot and he gave him complete free will.
Yep, that would be X.
Yep.
Yeah. And he even tells me, he goes, I really hope that you have a choice when you're activated, and he kind of doesn't. He ends up having to fight.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is Zero is actually what is carrying the problems for the entire X series.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And even Zero at up till I think at a certain point Zero wasn't really conscious. He was just kind of going about what he was supposed to be doing. Fought X, cracked the crystal.
He was like dormant.
He actually fought Sigma.
Yeah, Sigma. Then Sigma got infected.
And Sigma became the new carrier.
Yeah, it became the new carrier. Because up until even on I think it was on Mega Man X4 was when we started getting those those really good animated cutscenes where you could play Zero or Mega Man, that you actually see Zero having nightmares of Wily.
Yeah, that's X4. That's X4.
Yeah, and that's when you really start to understand that, hey, wait a minute, Wily built Zero. What the hell?
Here's the fun thing I want to make a quick mention since we're going over to X, and this is actually something I wanted to mention anyway.
Yeah.
We talked about the evil energy in 8.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen what the Maverick virus looked like. It looks a lot like the evil energy in Mega Man 8.
Yep.
And...
You mean Satonium or whatever I call it?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Here's the other fun thing. In Mega Man X5, the Maverick virus somehow affects people.
Oh, that gets explained later on in the ZX series, though.
Well, yeah.
So I never played...
Because Ifune is a rather strange man.
Yeah.
Yes, I do love the ZX games. Although if we get to that point, we're gonna be here all night.
Yeah. We'll just stop at X tonight. We'll stop at X.
Yeah. No, X is a good one to stop him because Zero is also stupid complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. X series is definitely my favorite. I wanted us to cover the basic Mega Man because that's the one a lot of us grew up with and stuff like that. I think X is better than the original series. I know some people don't agree with me.
I agree. I think that X is better, but
I believe X1 is better, but after that, I don't know.
Well, there was
I don't think 4
X3
was
or
as
something. X3 kind of got boring.
For me,
That's when I stopped.
X1, X2, I loved.
Yeah.
X3 is okay, but it's kind of X4, I loved the first time, but if you try and go back to that thing, it just doesn't really hold up.
See, like the Sigma as a virus just kind of got bland and boring at one point. It was like...
Honestly, it got to the point where the design just got weird.
Yeah.
I mean, level design.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So going back to 9 and 10, 9. God. My brain just froze.
Damn you, Iceman, or whatever that character's name was called.
Yeah.
Freeze fuck or whatever his name is.
There's both an Iceman and a Freeze Man.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just call them collectively the Escahos.
And there's also a Cold Man.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh, they're all the Escahos.
Escahos.
The Escahos.
Escahos.
Oh yes. So Mega Man 9, some of Dr. Light's robots are going amok, and there's a video from Dr. Wily asking for money for a Swiss bank account, no less.
Jesus.
To help him get money to fight Dr. Light's robots, and he shows a video of Dr. Light telling him he's going to take over the world and wants Dr. Wily to help him. So Light gets arrested. And you have to go basically prove that Light's innocent, which of course he is. Of course it's a scam from Dr. Wily, shock of shocks. Close has an interesting point about this. Why do people still believe Dr. Wily?
Yeah, at this point, it's like, I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy. Nah, I'm kind of a good guy. I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy. Bad guy. Oh, I'm a bad guy, but I'm not the bad guy you think I am. Haha, I am the bad guy you thought I was.
It's the future. It's the future.
Yeah. Yes.
People rely heavily on robots. They don't think for themselves.
We're going to get to that, because that's the fun thing about Mega Man 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mega Man 9, yeah, you prove that it's Wily, you beat Wily, that's pretty much it.
Ta-da!
One thing about Mega Man 9, though, it has DLC where you can play as Proto Man, which made me super happy, because I'm a Proto Man fanboy.
Yeah.
Mega Man 10, a new virus called the Robo-Enza virus.
Robo-Enza!
Is affecting robots.
Go ahead and face palm now.
Yes. Is affecting robots, and of course, Roll comes down with it. If Dr. Wily's little spaceship thing crashes down and Mega Man catches it, he's been trying to create a cure and been chased off by his robots, and if you believe that, I have a bridge to build for you.
Yeah.
So you gotta go off and beat some robots to try and get parts of the cure back. Sound familiar?
Yep.
You do. You get the cure, you use it on, you're about to use it on Roll, but then Mega Man gets sick. He tells him to use it on Roll anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Man is still sick when he goes to fight Dr. Wily.
Does he finally kill him?
No.
Damn you, Mega Man!
Here's the fun thing, though. When you do go fight Dr. Wily is sick. And when you win, after you beat Wily, a few days later, a ton of the Robo-Enza cure shows up.
Oh, okay.
Because he felt bad after he himself got really sick.
He just had the flu. He's just like, I don't feel good.
Yeah,
guys.
he had the flu, and everyone else had the robo-flu.
Yeah.
I mean, why he would decide that, hey, you know what? I know I could just cure myself and fuck everyone else. Who knows?
Maybe they just want to show that maybe he does have a good side.
I think this was a little bit of empathy because, he just suffered too. He's like, oh, crap, I just did that to everyone else. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
This is how they feel. This is how it feels? I'm an asshole.
I am an asshole. I got to do something about that. Oh, crap.
Okay, look, guys. I'm not saying that I'm a huge dick. I'm just saying my bad.
So, that's pretty much classic Mega Man. Mega Man X. We mentioned the development of X.
Yeah.
X was created by Dr. Light to be a fully sentient robot.
Well, here's the big question. Is X a updated version of the original Mega Man, or is he completely different?
He is
it's a completely different
That's
creation.
what I thought. See, that's what I thought. But there's a lot of
It's also not Mega Man 10, people. We just talked about Mega Man. It's X.
X, as in like X.
Yeah.
X.
Literally, his name is X. It is not Mega Man. It is X.
Some people do refer to him as Mega Man X because he does take on the title of Mega Man as an honorary successor to Mega Man.
Yeah.
But his name is X.
So he's like the upgraded X. He's like the next generation of Mega Man, pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
That's how I
like
understood
Mega
it.
Man's more advanced younger brother.
Yeah, with free will.
Yes.
Yeah. Total free will.
I loved you, Mega Man, but I love X so much more that I gave him this chip. He's pretty much like the Data and Lore of.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Pretty much what happened
Star
was.
Trek reference.
Yeah.
I get the reference. I can definitely see X being Data. I don't see Mega Man being Lore.
No, well, you're looking at the evil thing. I'm actually referencing him as the brother. There was love there, or they never really truly coexisted. But there was love there by Sung, like the creator.
Right.
Yeah. But it was like he just had this chip that worked better in one than the other. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's because one was built later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in this case,
X was so complicated that it literally took centuries for him to be able to finish the programming that was started.
No, it wasn't the programming. He was actually complete.
Here's
was
the
thing. Because this is a robot that has complete free will, and having been through fighting Dr. Wily forever, he's not completely stupid. This is extremely dangerous. X basically spent unconscious time being tested for his morality.
That's what it was.
Okay, that's what it was. Then,
the manual and the game say reliability, but I think it's pretty clear what they mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
they want to make sure you're not going to unleash a monster.
Bad translation.
Now, was Light in the knowledge that Wily had created Zero? I don't think he was.
It is very unclear.
Yeah.
There are cases that could really go either way with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out on a limb real quick, and I'm gonna give you a basic storyline how Dr. Light died. You ready for this?
Okay.
Dr. Light was in the middle of and this is all fan shit. I'm just talking shit. This isn't. don't quote me on this.
Yeah, no, there's no actual answer,
Yeah.
so this is just your theory.
Dr. Light was like, I'm gonna make a new robot. It's gonna be awesome. And he got so excited that he autoerotic asphyxiated himself.
Oh dear.
He got so excited he had to jerk off. So he hung himself and was doing his thing, and he just could not stop. Yeah.
I think he used the robot to choke him.
Oh, see, that's even better.
That's why he was testing him for
You guys
reliability.
make me so
He used X's arm.
Yeah. This is why I call it the Buster Cannon.
Oh God.
Oh wow.
So that's my unofficial thought on what really happened to Dr. Light.
Yeah.
You can quote yeah.
I think we should move on. I think that left a taste in people's mouth just then. So
yeah.
Dr. Lights.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 100 years later, Dr. Kane, a geologist, I want to make this very clear. Dr. Kane is not a roboticist. He is a geologist.
Yeah,
he is looking for geological records when he stumbles across Dr. Light's lab.
Magically.
Well, because he's trying to do a geological survey, and somehow Dr. Light's lab ended up underground.
Well, look at all the robot wars.
I would say so did dinosaurs.
Yeah, but
it's amazing people exist.
Dinosaurs, at least thousands and thousands. This is 100 years. I don't think anything that was built 100 years ago is underground right now.
Yeah, but look at all.
I thought it was a couple hundred.
Look at all the robot world.
It is 100. It goes from 20XX to 21XX.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but look at all the robot wars that happen. There's bound to be rubble.
Stuff.
Yeah.
The robots wars were done by the time X was built.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but that's my point. Like, there's bound to be rubble. Like, something had to have happened.
But how did Dr. Light's lab end up underground after the robot wars?
Reasons.
There are lots of random fan theories, but ultimately, somehow it got underground. And so, Dr. Kane, a geologist, finds the thing and goes, oh my god, this is the famous Dr. Light! Still famous, still well known, still well loved, and yet his building is underground.
Yeah.
It's now a shrine where people go and they autoerotic fix.
Well, I mean, he found it. It was lost. How do you lose a lab like that Anyway, I'm sorry.
We lost Atlantis.
Yeah, somehow.
Thousands of years ago.
We still lost it.
We did, yes.
I know people who lose their keys 5 minutes after putting it down.
I gotta go with Sunrise Point on this. It may have been thousands of years ago, but there was one point where it was 100 years ago, and people were still like, "Where's Atlantis?"
Well, at least an island that goes underwater, okay, fine. This is everything else around is fine, but somehow his lab's underground.
Well, I agree with you there. Okay, as far as like, oh look, Dr. Light's, his office is right here, and bling, it's gone all of a sudden. What the fuck?
Yes, that is what kind of throws me on this, but okay, that's what happened somehow.
Yeah.
So, he finds it. He finds X. He sees that the tests have been completed and that X is good to go. So, being a not too cautious person, he just lets X straight out. X is a nice guy.
That's what I do with random stuff I find. Just
he starts talking with him and gets along. So, he basically studies the design and decides, you know what? These are designs. I can do that. I can replicate that, hence the term Reploid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so he does. He replicates X several times, referring to the Reploids, which you'll hear a lot in the discussion of X.
Yeah. Reploid.
The Reploid race, basically sentient robots.
Mm-hmm.
And for a long time, it was great.
X's retard brothers.
For a long time, everything was actually perfectly fine.
Yes.
In fact, the manual to X goes into a point of where this is the greatest thing ever.
Yep.
Two of the Reploids had an argument. I'm like, that's usually not considered the greatest thing ever.
Well, I guess if you've never seen robots argue, I would be excited.
Oh yeah, I do. Unlike the other thing.
Okay, yeah, but honestly, do you think that the first time Adam and Eve had a disagreement, God was sitting there going,
"This is awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what the Reploids were arguing about. You guys might agree with me. They were arguing about one of the episodes of Orange is the New Black.
It
probably, yeah.
It could be.
Because,
they want to know which of the two hosts is sexier.
Yeah.
And one said Sunrise, one said Wyldfyre, and they just... You guys are being fond of it. You guys are the...
That's Nerd is the New Sexy, but that works too. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But no, I was talking about Orange is the New Black, that Netflix.
Yeah, the one with Donna's boobs.
See, this is how stupid I am. I have no idea what that is.
I have never seen it. I'm just like, I just thought it'd be a funny thing to
See, I thought you were trying to make a plug reference, and my brain just screwed that up.
Well, you know what? You made it even better because if they're arguing about who's sexier, me or Sunrise, that's a valid argument. I would stand behind that argument.
Yeah, well, you would have to stand behind it because I'm up front because I'm the sexiest.
The only reason you're up front is because I'm behind you smacking your ass, you sick fuck.
Oh! The argument has begun.
See, this is how it starts.
Yeah, they're gonna hear this. They're gonna hear
they
this.
They are responsible for the wars in the X timeline. God damn it!
Hey, at least now we know.
And now we know. Yes.
So
maybe do something about that.
So
yeah, eventually we have a problem. We have what's referred to as Mavericks. Reploids that for one reason or another have decided that humans are not
assholes.
Some of them think, okay, Mavericks are not like this unified force. Mavericks, at least at this point, more or less are malfunctioning Reploids. The Maverick virus per se hasn't started yet.
Yeah. This hasn't.
These are malfunctioning robots that have, for one way or another, or just Reploids who decide, screw these humans, I don't like them. One or the other, for one reason or many reasons, they have basically turned on humanity. And so, the only ones that can fight them are other Reploids. So the Maverick Hunters are formed.
I don't think humans can fight Mavericks.
No, at this point they didn't have the tech.
Yeah.
A, they don't have the tech. B, they've been reliant on robots for so long. Probably don't even know how to fight.
Yeah. Well, so wait a second. They can make robots, technological robots that can fight each other, but they can't. They can't make like weapons. They're like, I'm gonna hit it with a stick.
Well, here this was always my theory with it was that after the robotics war, everyone kind of went, you know what, we have to be at peace, and they just did like a mass destruction of weapons and everything else, so that shit it's like that couldn't happen. Because what it looks like, because there's even one in one of the, I want to say it's one of the X games, it might be one of the Zero games, but there is a museum that you go to that shows all the old robots, suggesting that at some point people stopped using advanced robots because...
Well, there was a robot museum as early as Mega Man 7.
Yeah.
Okay, I might be thinking of that one because there was one of them where somebody actually went into the museum and activated all those very old robots.
That's Mega Man 7.
Okay, that was 7 then.
And basically what that was for was, okay, we beat Dr. Wily. He put Wily's robots. But here are the robots. You could see them. They're deactivated.
It was a good throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to fight Gutsman again, so that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it kind of seemed like there was a suppression of robots, and then with the finding of X, it was a resurgence.
There was definitely a stagnation point after the classic series. It's not so much that it went back, so much as it didn't really go forward.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the fun thing, though. If you look at Mega Man 10 and how just losing robots got people to starve to death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Humans are super reliant on these robots.
Yep.
And let me make a current day parallel. Nobody knows anything. If you want to find something out, you go to Google or Wikipedia.
Yep.
Because you can. People, when they have tools that they can rely on, don't do it themselves. Why would you?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna cut down a tree if I can.
Why are you gonna go into war if you can get a robot to do it for you?
Well, here's a great point towards that. Cell phones.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Who has a landline anymore? Besides businesses.
The only reason we have a landline in this house is in case we ever have to call 911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people don't even do that because you can get 911 on cell phones, but
yeah,
But my point being,
it's even slower.
My point being is that cell phones have everything.
My personal line is a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine too.
The house line is literally like, okay, something happened.
Yeah.
But have you ever seen someone who lost their cell phone or didn't have a cell phone for a day? You'll see.
Oh, and they're freaking out. And
one of the most lost people.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was in high school, but now I can't imagine not having it around.
Exactly.
It's so convenient.
Yeah, I didn't have one until I was in the military, and even now I'm just like, well, shit, I really want my phone.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
was
have
a
it.
senior. I was a senior in high school, and all your base belonged to us was the new thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I got a cell phone, and it wasn't one of these amazing smartphones that we have now. It was like a phone that had a green and black like Game Boy LCD screen.
Yep.
What were you gonna do with it? You're gonna call people.
Yep.
It was slightly smaller than a mobile payphone.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So people just got reliant on these things, and now you have these things that you're reliant on to do everything for you. Now they're trying to kill you.
yeah,
And there
I'm pretty
are
sure my cell phone is
definitely-
trying to kill me.
me too.
There are definitely mavericks that cite human tyranny. So think about that for a second.
Robot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
There's definitely a lot of Asimov in Mega Man, including the roles of robotics.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Mega Man
actually
is
they bring
not-
that up in one of the Mega Mans, don't they?
Mhm.
Several of them.
Yeah.
Fun thing about Mega Man, there are two major influences that Keiji Inafune has admitted to. Isaac Asimov and Astro Boy.
Oh, yes.
Astro Boy, I could see.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Asimov is more on the writing, Astro Boy is more on the aesthetics.
Like how he looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you have this going on. X is still around. He's the original guy. Fun thing that drives me nuts: people refer to X as Reploid. He's not a Reploid. He's the original.
He's
He's
Screw.
the original.
So, okay, quick question. What happened to the original Mega Man?
We
knows?
don't know. We can either assume that he was deactivated and allowed to rest, or he's out there.
There are
There's-
so many theories.
Yeah,
My
and
favorite
the ZX series confuses things even more.
Oh god.
Well, here's my.
Which I
love
fucking
those
love the
games.
ZX series.
Oh, I do too. They're great games.
But it's like one of those with, like, you kind of go, wait a minute. And, oh god, and then the Mega Man Legends confuse things even more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you guys
Because-
yet another theory of mine of what happened to Mega Man.
Theory
Alright.
go.
Right after Mega Man made everything right in the original Mega Man series, Dr. Light got very lonely, so he converted Mega Man to a sex bot.
Why not just switch a roll?
Well,
Yeah, I was just saying, after all, she's already got the Hoover
Yeah.
attachment.
Why do you need to?
because
do extra work?
because if Dr. Light's in trouble, Mega Man can save him, even if he's bent over.
You know
Yeah,
what?
but you already have it.
Laser, argue it. I'm sorry, but Wild's got a point. I think he just closed that conversation.
Yeah. So what happened was one day Dr. Light got really rowdy and fucked his legs off.
rowdy.
And
Yeah, fucked his legs off.
And that was it for Mega Man.
My personal favorite theory, because there are theories all over the place, because we know a lot what happened between X and Zero. We know a lot of what happened between Zero and ZX, thanks to Alouette.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Between Mega Man and X, we know fuck all.
Nothing.
Yeah. Now I know we're getting a little muddled here, but this is part of the show. This is what we like doing. We've basically covered the premise of X and stuff like that. Now we're just kind of talking about the whole general thing of everything.
And here's the thing. The podcast Clovis and I, too, we spent 3 episodes going through everything. I don't think we want to quite do that here.
No, it's
No.
Yeah.
No,
This is
but
fine.
okay, but here's my question, because this is where I'm confused. At some point after X, I want to say it's X8 or no, the RPG. After
Command Mission, yes.
Command.
Which
Yes.
does take place after X8.
Yes, that it kind of suggests that isn't it's the end, but it's not really the end. It's like the latest, most updated. At all the robots were at that point. They're more powerful than they've ever been. They've got so many upgrades themselves that you see in the other games that are just basic on them now.
Right.
And then you've got Mega Man Legends. Now, Mega Man Legends seems to suggest that it takes place very far in the future,
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
like after ZX even.
Yes,
because
ZX actually gives you a lot of prelude information that would lead into Legends.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because now my reasoning for this is because at some point between the X series, Zero and Zero, humans and Reploids start becoming each other. So
Yes,
there's
they
no
do.
pure. There are some pure humans, there are some pure Reploids, but most people are a mix, and Reploids are limited lifespan.
Yeah, you have humans that have basically become half Reploid, and Reploids that give themselves a limited lifespan. The difference between Reploid and human by the time of even Zero is just minor.
Yeah.
Which is
And
funny
then-
because in Zero you have Copy X doing the dictator thing of,
Yes.
we will kill all Reploids, even though I'm one. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. And then you have Legends, where it's still very much that it's like Mega Man's one of the last Reploid hybrids,
Yeah.
and there's more pure humans left.
The pure humans you see in Legends, I don't think are pure humans.
You don't think so?
I think they are.
Ah,
Think about
that's
this for a
scary.
minute. Think about this for a minute. What is the difference between a Reploid and a human by the time of ZX?
Nothing really.
Nothing really.
Because at that point in ZX, even Reploids have to reproduce the same way as humans. 'Cause
Sexually.
Yes, because
Yes,
Akune is a very strange man.
well,
Yes.
well,
But here's the thing.
it all comes back to
You can't
Dr.
tell the
Light
difference.
fucking...
Yeah.
Given
Mega
enough
Man.
time where the origins of this are lost, why would you ever think you're not human?
See, that's true.
This isn't theory. This is just logic.
Yeah,
You
that makes
know what though? That would explain the whole thing where when you're in the market and when you're in the library and it starts talking about how you start doing bad things, your skin starts changing color.
Yep.
So maybe because that can't just be there for Mega Man. Now, if everybody's skin, and body starts doing that, that could be an indication that they are not pure human. They've just become to look pure human.
Yeah.
Could be.
Because even Tron, she has a lot of Reploid looking features about her still, and so does her entire family.
Right.
So, I mean, you're right. It could be that they've slowly just started looking more and more human again.
It's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course, and you also have to realize there's been so much strife after the X series. You have the Elf Wars that lead into
Yep.
Zero. You have the whole shit that happens during Zero. You have all the stuff that happens during ZX. They're talking about at the end of the ZX series. You have Master Thomas talking about resetting the universe,
Yeah.
and that's the last we hear about the ZX series.
Because the universe does have a reset button, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I mean, the whole plot of the second ZX game is Okay,
yeah.
spoiler alert. The three masters in the ZX series: Master Albert, Master Mikhail, and Master Thomas. I.e., Albert Wily, Thomas Light,
Nope.
Mikhail Cossack.
Yep.
The whole thing is Master Albert is basically the bad guy for the ZX series, and he wants to reset the universe. And Master Mikhail and Master Thomas want to help you stop him. But then when you get to the end, you find out the only problem Thomas had was how Albert wanted to reset the universe. He did believe the universe needs to be reset.
History
Ominous
repeats
shit.
itself.
Yeah. Which would explain why everything's so screwed up in Legends. Maybe
My theory is
they did something and it didn't work the way they thought it was going to.
we talk in Legends talks about quote the master. I think that's Master Thomas.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought too.
Now this is theory. This is pure theory, but shit got real. Shit got real bad. The everything after the classic series is just a series of catastrophic events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great. We were supposed to talk about a few other things, but I don't think we're gonna have time for that tonight.
No, I think we went double down on Mega Man. I'm sorry.
No, that's
No,
fine.
that's all good. It's all good though. No. Because I mean, we can always save other stuff about it. I mean, honestly, Dragon Ball's gonna take
About as much time. Yeah.
at least as much time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So, my advice to the listeners is, if you have not played the Mega Man series, shame on you, and definitely go play it. I mean, yeah, if you're not a retro gamer or not into retro games, you might not like the first set of games, and especially the lack of plot. But it's still there, and it's still something you would love.
Yeah, I can't speak for the Xbox Marketplace or whatever it's called, but I know on the PS4 you can get the Mega Man collection. It's the original. I want to say 10 games.
Yep.
The original 8-bit style games.
Are you talking about the Mega Man Legacy Collection?
That's the one.
Yep.
That's Mega Man 1 through 6.
Oh, it's the 1 through
That
6.
is
Okay,
available on
so
Xbox
the
One,
NES.
PS4, and Steam.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's on Steam
Yeah.
as well.
Definitely play. Give them a
And
try.
supposedly it's coming out on 3DS, which to me is just like those are already there. Why? But
Yep.
hey.
Yeah.
But
And for legality reasons, I can't say go out and do it, but there are emulators out there.
Dun dun dun. If
Dun.
you're going to
If you're going-
to go look for old Mega Man games, first of all, if you have a Wii U, this is your best bet right now because all of
Yep.
the classic Mega Man games, 1 through basically 7 are there.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Man and Base is there because they have the GBA port.
Yep.
They don't have 8. You're going to have to do without 8. You're not missing anything, I promise you.
Yeah.
And you can link onto the Wii the Wii system, buy 9 and 10. You can also buy Mega Man X 1 through 3.
And there's always Let's Play channels.
And if you're a giant...
They're everywhere.
And if you're a giant Mega Man fan, you can go to thinkgeek.com and buy the blaster, which I'm going to do.
If I had money, I would totally do it.
Yeah, like we said earlier, we're not endorsed by anybody or anything like that, so we don't have a discount code for you. But we're just saying, hey, look, this is trust me, check out ThinkGeek. It's got some pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah, this is nerd stuff that you'll definitely nerd out on. The ThinkGeek, especially, you'll hear me in the future do some reviews on some of their geek tech. So,
but I missed the Techromancer hood. I really wish I had bought that when it came out.
What kills me about that place is that things come and go all the time, and like we're not gonna sell this no more. And I was like, but it was in my wish list.
Yeah, I wanted that Dragon Ball Scouter too.
Oh God, I wonder if they still got it.
No, they sold out.
If you want a Scouter, there's actually quite a few Scouters that have been toys that have been made. That should actually be relatively cheap to find.
Yeah.
Well, these ones were cool because it had the little heads-up display, and you would push a button, and it would do the random numbers.
Oh, that's cool.
It would do that dee 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 dee, and it had like the 5 or 6 different sound effects that they used.
Yeah.
It was pretty sweet.
I gotta admit, that's pretty badass.
Wow, I had a full-on rager over that when I seen it.
Oh.
So expect a Dragon Ball theme in the future, which we were supposed to talk about that today, but
yeah, we were supposed to do Mega Man and Dragon Ball, but I talked too much about Mega Man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Mega Man's awesome.
Mega Man is awesome.
Yeah, Mega Man's awesome.
But
I would probably do the same thing if we started with Dragon Ball, if I'm honest. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would suggest definitely getting into the game. Check out the Z series, the Mega Man ZX or Mega Man X itself. Because that's when the
if you have a 3DS, you can get the Mega Man ZX and ZX Advent, which are DS games. Also, Mega Man Zero Collection, Mega Man 0 1 through 4, also on the DS.
I love the Zero Collection. It's
a great way to play it.
Excellent. The first Zero is a decent game. The second one is badass.
All right. Well, with that being said and done, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye. And as the great late Robin Williams said,
live long and prosper.
Goodbye, everybody.